Bolo!
All right, so some of you know that I'm about to have another child. My girl is pregnant, and today we're actually going in for a doctor's visit, and hopefully everything goes good. And if they see fit to admit her to have the baby early, I'm all good with that too. But I wanted to make just like a video real quick, talking about some things that have been brought to my attention, and some things that have been going on for a while since I've been doing YouTube. One of the main things that I try to tell people is if you have opinions or if you feel a certain way about a certain YouTube musician, that's definitely your opinion. But I always say base that opinion on more of what you hear rather than what you may think about somebody. And one thing that I also say is if you're going to base those opinions on people, make sure that what you have can back up your certain, dislike for a certain YouTuber or whatever. Because I watch a lot of YouTubers, man, and some of them are really cool. Of course, I love watching Malo Beats, very dope sample-based producer, just incredible. His videos are incredible. I watch John Makes Beats, incredible producer. You got to watch Ave. You got to watch Weaver's channels, both of his channels. He's very dope with his commentary and everything like that. Ave is straightforward. If he has a problem, he's going to let you know, and I can respect that. Max Shooter, the young producer on FL, he's really dope. There's so many to name. And I can keep going on. Ricky Times, he's very cool. Colt Caparone. Oh, I forgot to mention Andrew Masters. You can't leave out Andrew Masters with all the studio tours and everything. And my guy, Ocean. You gotta watch Ocean. Ocean's been doing this thing for a while.
And hold on, how can I forget my big brother EA Ski, man? Can't forget about him. Definitely can't forget about him.
But I can go on and on and on. Let's just say I can go on and on and on. But the main thing I can say about each and every last one of them is that regardless if you like them or not, they have audible content that you guys can base your opinions on. Even Weaver, I know he's not doing as much like content with audio and stuff in it. He's doing more current events and stuff like that. But when you go to his latter videos, he actually has videos where he makes beats and he shows certain things, and he's actually pretty cool. Like he's actually, very dope at production and stuff like that. And the same with everybody else. Like they all have current music or something that you can hear that you can base your opinions on. And that is the key of about all of this, with everything dealing with YouTube, especially YouTube production side, music side. I respect the people who I can hear what they do, not just the ones who talk. You have a lot of people on here that just want to talk and say certain things, and then they'll say things like, oh man, I did this, I did that, I did this and did that. But then when you try to search for their music or try to search for anything current, they don't have anything current. And I watch a lot of videos, and a lot of people who watch my videos, they always send me to certain videos of people who may take jabs or say certain things. But the thing about it is, it's cool to have an opinion. Like I don't have any problems with anybody having opinions on me because that's how my career has been since I started. I have opinions on myself. I listen to some of my old beats and I just cringe. I'm like, oh, that wasn't good. Or even some stuff that I do even today. Like even when I'm doing certain videos where I'm showing like a product review, or I may be doing something really quick to show a certain VST or whatever, and I make the beat and I'm like, man, that wasn't too good. And then I sit there and think like, dang, I can't really talk about nobody else's stuff. Like, sometimes when Waves, they'll do like a product review, and they'll have like certain, music that they use, and some of that music sounds real cheesy and stuff like that. And I sit there and think like, man, I can't really even talk about waves because the beat I made in this certain tutorial was it was cheesy too. But the cool thing about it is that everybody who I mentioned has something that you can base your opinions on. And then there's a whole bunch of people now. There's been a rise of a lot of people who have started commentary, who have started a lot of things, and they want to talk about a lot of stuff and actually spew out a lot of negative information and wrong information, but they don't have anything for you to hear. Nothing current. Like it's tons of people that a lot of my subscribers have sent to me, and then they'll be like, "Hey, this person I think they were talking junk about you, man. Check this out." And I'll go to their page, and I kid you not, probably maybe 9 out of 10 times, I say, well, probably 99 out of 100 times, their stuff is whack. It's terrible. I mean, terrible. And some of these people have like tons of equipment. Some of them don't. Some of them just starting out. But some of these people have tons of equipment. They talk about, what they did and this, that, and the accolades and all that stuff like that. And their music is bad. Oh, man, it's bad. It's bad. And then a lot of them don't even have any type of current music or anything available for you to even hear. It's just them just talking about this, that, whatever. And it's bad. It is bad. It's bad. And I'm not going to promote them on my channel. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because for one, I'm not going to promote them because I want everybody to come up the same way I did on here by just putting in the work. And number two, I don't want people going to their channel and saying stuff negative and stuff like that. A lot of times I try to shield people from that type of stuff. People say they want to smoke until they actually get it. And then a lot of them don't know how to deal with it. So what I try to do is I try to just not even deal with it. But, in this YouTube space, you have to go through that. You have to go through people not liking your stuff and saying opinions about it. And I've made videos where I was wrong about it and I've been called out on it. Brother Weaver, he'll call you out quick if something ain't right. And he'll make a video, but he'll try to make a video looking at it at all angles in a sense. And I can respect that. I can respect him giving out his opinion on what he feels, and he's not leaving any type of loose strings attached with it. And I like that about him. I like when Ave, when he said stuff in a way to where he really feels that way. Not just saying it to try to get likes or views or certain things. And just it's some other YouTubers that feel the way too. Like, we all, Brother Barry, he's going to speak his mind too. And, a lot of times, sometimes even with Colt, like he would say, certain things that he really feels, certain plugins or certain things can help you out. I like that. I like when people come from a genuine place. But there's a lot of people right now who are not coming from that place. They're just saying stuff because they think that the shock value may give them more views and more stuff like that. And I'm telling you right now, that's not going to get you there. It's not. What's going to get you there is actually proving to people that you can make good music and that you're a certified musician. And what I mean by certified musician is not somebody who has sold 1 million records, who has worked with a whole bunch of artists, who is deep into the music industry. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying by a certified musician is not somebody who has a certificate or went to school. I'm just saying somebody who's dope. And that other people can say that they're dope as well. They might not even have a YouTube channel. They might not even be thinking about doing YouTube or whatever. But I'm just saying anybody who is dope, that you put them in a room and you ask them to do something, they can create. Especially like right there on the spot. Even if they had like a time limit or whatever, they can create something to where either it's really good or it's at a point to where somebody can say, you know what? It's not exactly where it's at, but I can hear where it's going. That's where I can see, somebody who is a musician. Not people who get up here and start channels and just say anything they want just for try to get clicks and views and stuff like that. And, you know, sometimes they might get a video that might go semi-viral. They might get a few thousand views, or, you know, most of the time they get a few hundred views or whatever. We've all been there. And if you've ever noticed anything about me, is I only criticize companies when I feel like certain things are not right for the consumer. You've never seen me come over here and criticize any other YouTubers. You never seen me do none of that stuff, because that's not in my nature. That's not my character. But for people who are trying to do this shock value content or trying to feel like a certain way, you know, I think they think it's going to be something that's going to get them there faster. But the way YouTube is and the way the algorithm is and the way that a lot of the top creators are putting out so much content, a lot of that stuff will be buried. And a lot of times I got to look at is, what's your purpose? Like, what is going to be your purpose here on YouTube? Is it to be here to be negative, or is it to be here to be positive and to really help people out? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people out by trying to, you know, get plugins. I'm trying to, you know, get certain hardware and stuff and test it out before you guys can actually get it. And if you decide you want to go ahead and get it, of course, you can go ahead and click my affiliate links, and then you can get it for the same price that you can get it at the website. But what it would do is it'll help me out. And it's a good little bit of money. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it helps out. Don't get me wrong. It definitely helps out. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just fun to try out these products and talk to these companies and to really kind of put these companies on a certain level to where they give us some really good products that can help us out. And in that process, I'm actually making music while I'm doing that. Whether it's me making some beat cookups on the MPC stuff or the hardware gear, or if it's me on the computer, you know, saying working in Studio One, Logic, FL, Pro Tools, which they have some new stuff coming out too, from what I hear. But, you know, doing that, I'm still making music, or I'm showing you guys a certain microphone. I'll bring singers in. I'll have them sing on the microphones. I'll mix the stuff. I'll do certain mixes. I will show how the different mics sound on different people. I'll show you certain mix sessions that I've done. And what I try to do is I try to give you guys an audible representation of me, so you guys can decide if I'm the type of person that you guys will want to watch on YouTube or even trust to watch on YouTube. But I'm here to say that, you know, be careful out here, people, because there's a lot of people who are trying to come up, a lot of people who are trying to say certain things. They're trying to find the easy button to do this, and there's no easy button, especially right now on YouTube. It's not like how it was 2015, 2016, where it's like chronological order. It's an algorithm thing. And one thing that I have noticed is the algorithm wants a certain type of content, and it's not even the type of content I'm making right now. It's not even this type of content. But it for your niche and what you do, and I don't know how it works, but it kind of scans what you do, and it scans like your audience. And if your audience is not engaging into something immediately, it doesn't recommend it to other people. So it's a lot different from how it was years ago in chronological order, where you just start and just boom, 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 and just videos start popping up and whatever you're trying to search for. It's totally different. You know, this thing will spew out anything in front of you on any given basis. And if there's not a certain thing that's hot at that moment, or like a certain topic or a certain instrument or a certain plugin or whatever that's not really picking up steam, it can get kind of slow on here. It can get kind of slow. But, you know, the people who know how to create, they know how to fill in the gaps. That's why I can come on here and do a live and make a beat on the spot, because I've been making beats on the spot for people my whole life. Now, whether you like the beat or not, that's your opinion. I have no problem with that. I don't care if somebody says something in there. I have fun with people in the comments. If people leave me a bad comment, I don't erase the comment. I actually have fun, and I respond back. Sometimes I put a Bible verse. Sometimes I'll say some stupid stuff. But I have fun with that because if everything is positive, something is wrong. And I go to a lot of these smaller channels and I see people who say certain things and everything is just always completely positive. And then, some people hit back like, yeah, I left a comment, but they erased my comment. And I be like, that's just what it is. Everybody wants to seem like they're right on everything. I get it. But my thing is I embrace that because if somebody doesn't like it, then that means that people are being fake. And I don't want nobody being fake when it comes to judging what I'm doing or how they feel about me. So, yeah, for all of you people out here who are, YouTube subscribers, if you watch fellow people or whatever, make sure to be careful who you're taking advice from, whether it's me, whether it's from anybody else, you know what I'm saying? But get advice from several people. If you're looking at a certain topic, look at that topic and watch multiple videos and try to get the information that is kind of consistent. And learn from people who are actually decent at what they do and they have current stuff out. And I'm not saying it has to be on the DSPs. I'm not saying that it has to be like uploaded on YouTube, but just something to where they have something current. Like if they're talking about a certain plugin, see if they have a review on it. See if they got any type of music that they created with it, or if they got any type of audible representation of them currently that you can look at and say, you know what, I can probably take this person's advice to be pretty cool because they got something that's at least current. I can at least hear what they're doing. Like they're at least decent. But if you got people who are just talking and they're just saying things and they're saying, oh, I did this and I did that and this is what I used to do because this is, what I do. That's already a red flag. That's already a red flag. And run far away because they're basically actors. And even though everybody on YouTube is not like a multi-platinum producer or they've been deep into the music game, there's a lot of people on here that are very talented. They might only have 100 subscribers. Some of them have 1,000, some might have 10,000. But there's some very talented people on here that need to be lifted up because there's enough money for everybody on here. There's enough space for everybody on here. And at times when I'm not making videos, I want to see some of these other people because sometimes I'll be bored and I want to watch stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you know anybody who is very talented here on YouTube that makes some good videos and they might be a smaller channel, go ahead and put them in the comment section. And what I might try to start doing is highlighting some of these smaller pages so I can have some filler content or whatever. I can highlight these smaller pages with people who make some really dope music and to try to help them out to get them to more subscribers and more members if they are trying to do that and to try to help them out in a sense. It doesn't matter what genre of music, it could be hip hop, dance, pop, rock, whatever. I want to try to help them out, especially if they're dope. Now, if they're just on here just saying what they did and they don't have anything to prove, don't send that to me. And don't send any negative stuff either. I don't want to hear all that. But if there's somebody who is dope that you feel should have more subscribers and stuff like that, send them to me. And hopefully when it's, when the baby and stuff gets delivered and I can get through all of that, and I'm hoping for a safe delivery now. Don't get me wrong now. And I'm hoping I don't jinx myself today either. But after pretty much this is done, I'll try to go ahead and highlight some of their channels and try to see if we can get them some more subscribers and stuff, and try to help people out. The good people, the ones that make good content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rant or this talk or whatever you want to call it, hot take. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I always say, peace out.